welcome back to Red Pill Production Vlogs. Currently sitting in the headquarters that is known as Dan Olson's basement, where we make things happen sometimes, most of the time. Dan is currently playing League of Legends. Oh hey! And I'm currently on the interwebs. Oh hey, look at that! Could this possibly be a moment to, you know, plug the Alberta Film Makers podcast? Ooh, seriously, it's a really good podcast, especially if you're into film stuff related in Alberta. Look it up. It's cool. Regardless, what we're actually doing here tonight is we're finalizing the script for the film. We have a very good layout for it, and then we just have to kind of finesse it. Another part of it was we actually had to make two versions of the script, one of which is TELUS friendly. So basically, a part of going up to Edmonton was obviously informing us of what we want and all those things that we did, but the other part of it is telling us the rules of what we have to deliver. And for TELUS, it means that our film has to be rated PG to be a part of their VOD system. And our script is not PG. I wouldn't even consider it PG-13. Yeah. So we have to make two versions of it. One that will do the voiceover that is associated with what we're going to give TELUS, and then what we'll do after that is actually make a version where the language is what we want it to be, to really give the effect of what it is that these guys on the internet are actually saying and what their beliefs are, and using the words that they would use, because that's kind of the point of the whole film, is to be authentic that way.
Yeah.
So what is this, Dan?
So this is Shark.
Well, yes, this is Shark.
And this is the this is After Effects. This is the animatic that we were.
We'll explain to them what an animatic is.
Okay, so an animatic is when you take it's an animated storyboard,
right,
basically, or it's a it's kind of a placeholder animation that exists to help with timing. So you'll maybe you'll put scratch track over it, or you'll animate it, like you'll actually add like motion to it in order to get timing and whatnot down before you ever go onto set. You know, it's super common in animation, like it's an entire stage of animation, but it's also used a lot in action movies. Yeah.
And we're using it because we need to time out the process.
Yes.
Okay, we'll play the first 10 seconds and see what that looks like. Oh, not gonna give away everything. Oh, and like it's late to begin with. Whoa.
You know, for a camera made for like vlogging and stuff like that, it's awfully easy to screw up.
I obviously need to do more vlogging. We are done the first draft of the script. It's done.
Completed first draft.
Yes. And basically we're going to use that for our auditions that are going to happen in a couple of days, which Dan has already gone through and picked out his top 6 candidates, so to speak. That'll be pretty interesting. Maybe we'll film some of that as well and show you guys, maybe. I don't know. I don't think we have permission from that.
We would need to get permission from them individually.
Or I'll just aim this at Dan's face while they're doing things, and we'll get reactions from that.
We hired a production manager, and he's been doing a great job at finding us a location.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Basically, it requires a lot of, well, it's time consuming, but it's also about knowing certain people and knowing how to obtain certain things. in which I had no experience and really didn't have the time to deal with while dealing with other real life things.
Yeah, no, and Steve's got some experience, and we've known him for years. We've worked with him tons, so we're super happy to have him on board. So the animatic is done. The script is in its finaler forms.
And we've kind of timed it out now too.
Yeah, I guess that's sort of that's part of the draft thing, is that before it was a lot of loose conceptual stuff, but it's now kind of a lot more timed out, and we've really hammered down some of the more conceptual aspects of it. We got the location stuff actually finally rolling forward. We've got casting calls this week. We talked with set building people, and they're getting us a quote.
Soon. Actually, I'm going to be hounding them tomorrow.
And aside from that, no. I mean, this is kind of the week where everything comes together, and I would kind of hopefully, fingers crossed, I wouldn't mind if everything can haul together, if we could do like a full crew meeting on like Saturday.
That would be ideal,
and
actually.
just even if it's just a hour long kind of meet and greet with everybody, and introduce you to everyone, or everyone who's willing to
be on camera,
be introduced.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But it's pretty awesome because it's one of those things where basically everyone who we initially asked to be on a crew said yes, which is kind of unheard of. Hopefully, well, I mean, we have not decided the shoot date yet, so that doesn't actually prove that. But we would love to have a location to actually have that by our crew meeting.
Yeah.
So Steve.
Oh, we pretty much have to.
Yeah.
We pretty much have to.
Steve may pull some rabbits out of a hat tomorrow, which would be amazing. So.
Yeah.
It's 11:30 at night, but I'm gonna learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons now. Okay? Yeah. Okay, bye.
I'm lending her some of my D&D stuff. All right. High five.
High